Alright, in our last video we had finished up uh, our middle entry 1 and our episode 2, and we were about to bring in middle entry 3. So I was just about to copy paste and be efficient with our subject. You're going to have it enter in the top voice. Go along here. And here we go. We're going to need to transpose this into the dominant key. So we're going to transpose it down a fourth from G into D. We're going to go through, take a look at that. That looks good. We get to be efficient now with our counter subject. We've gone back to the beginning, taken our counter subject, copying, going back, pasting, transpose, down a fourth plus an octave. And there I go. Now I want this to be a PAC, so I don't want to go up to F sharp, so I'm going to modify it just a little bit. I'm going to switch those two notes. You can do it. You can do anything that you put your mind to, including switching notes. Now we go down to that A, but it's really just an arpeggiated 6/4. I want to spruce this up. There you go. That's fun. There we go. So there's our subject and the dominant. And now we've done that. Our middle entry is great. Copy, paste, transpose, fix a little bit, cross it off the list. Now we want to modulate back to 1. We've used a bunch of circle of fifths sequences. We're in D major. We're going to have a 1 chord. Let's do our up a fourth, down a third. We haven't done that yet. 1 up to 4, 2 up to 6. Let's see what those are. That's a D major to a G major. That's leg number 1. Now that goes. Now these aren't bar lines. Remember, these are the leg lines. These are indicating legs. So here is sequential legs. That's E minor to A minor. Now we're getting close. This seems like something that could lead us to G. Let's keep on going. See what happens. Since we're going to start modulating, I'm not going to worry about Roman numerals right now. I'm going to think about chords. So we could go next, down a third from A is F sharp, up a fourth is B, and then down a third from B is G. Now I want to have a little fun. So I'm going to do this. Let's make this an F sharp 7 to B. Yeah. In fact, let's make all of these 7s. We're just going to play around with this a little bit. D7 to G, E7 to A, F sharp 7 to B. And then we get a surprise because we should be going back to G major, but we don't. Let's go G7 to C. And then let's head back to G. So we'll have C, and that can be 4 in G. And we'll go, how about this? Let's do 7 of 5. We'll break the sequence. 7 of 5. 5. Then let's make a deceptive cadence. Let's do 7 of 6. How about that? To 6. And then we'll come around for 4, 5, 1. There we go. And we'll put our final entry right there. Right around where we come around. Final entry. All right. I've gotten my, okay, so this is more than I anticipated. I should have just gone with something simple, but that's okay. This is life sometimes. So, Oh, one thing I forgot when we modulated it to D major, we needed to put in our leading tones. Make sure you put in your leading tones. Don't forget those. Okay. So I'm going to go through. We're going to put in what we want here. D7. G. Actually, let's change our harmonic rhythm back to 2 beats and then 1 beat. 2 beats, 1 beat. 2 beats, 1 beat. 2 beats. I'm being efficient. 1 beat. Surprise, G7. We're going to make all these dominant 7s. So we move, and then we're going to do 7 of 5 in D. 5. 7 of 6 to 6. Let's do a bar of 4. Nah, let's do 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. And here's our final entry. Okay, here we go. Let's get composing. All right, D7. How about this? There we go. There's a D7 chord. And now we'll just sequence this leg upwards. That's a nice thing about sequences, is they have stepwise relations. And maybe we'll change it up this time. It's getting that the 3 in a row is could be on the verge of boring. So we'll put this in the bass. Oh, you know what? No, let's do 2 and 2. We'll have these 2 in the soprano. We'll have these 2 in the bass. We're playing around with it a little bit. Transpose down. This is what you often see with Bach, is that he'll have something very logical the first couple of times, and then he'll change it up towards the end. We frequently see a tonicization of the subdominant towards the end anyway, and then C sharp, D, E, D, D. So now we've got 7 diminished of 6. We're going to do the same sort of pattern. So in D major, 7 diminished of 5 is C sharp, E, G, B flat. We imply that here. We go to a 5 chord. Excuse me, it's 7 diminished of 5 in G major, so 5 is D. 7 diminished of that is C sharp, E, G, B flat. Then 6 is E, G, B, so 7 diminished of 6 is D sharp, F sharp, A, C. We imply that. Then we'll go E. And then how about C? So we've got 6. Ooh, here we go. Now we can have a good hemiola. Don't you like getting excited about a good hemiola? 6. We'll do a passing tone down. Or rather, here we go. 6. Yeah, here we go. 6, 4/2. We'll do quarter notes. 5, 5. There we go. We are back in. And now we just need to come up with some counterpoint against this. So here's D. Let's outline this. F sharp, G, E, G sharp, A. This is fairly straightforward, and we're going to need to change this because there's a parallel octave here. So let's just arpeggiate it down. And let's add in some 16th notes, so it's like the Y motive. There you go. We'll follow the same basic pattern. We may need to change this up just a little bit. Here we go. No, it's octaves on the downbeat, which isn't great, but we have enough motion in between that it may not bug us. We'll find out shortly, though. Here we go. So we'll take this idea. And then let's be really raunchy there. With that B flat there, implying that, and we think we're gonna arrive, or here's the 5 chord, and we think we're gonna arrive on, let's see, I kind of want a third here. I kind of want to start this chord on a third. So I'm going to arpeggiate that down. And then surprise, it's a C natural instead of going to 1. And we'll just sequence this up. Cadential 6/4 will imply. So now at this point, my implications have become, I've kind of just gone off the rails here, so just follow along with me. We've gone 6 to 2. Now we're going CAD 6/4, 5, and then 1. So let's imply our 5 chord here. There we go, we'll arpeggiate. This big bill, yada 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 yada, and then we arrive to our final entry right at our tonal return, and we'll have that final entry be in the bass voice. We can actually just go like this. We're going to copy all of that. We're going to go to the end. There we go. We're going to shift this just a little bit so it starts down here. Sometimes we see that change in Bach. So it's a little bit of a change at the end. And for right, and we'll cadence there. But it needs a little bit more. Maybe one more, one more hemiola. How about 1, 4, 5? So we'll imply 1 for 2 beats, 4 or some sort of predominant for 2 beats, and then 5 for 2 beats, and then we're home. So let's start with the bass voice first. Let's just move around within the 1 chord. Let's use this rhythm. Yum, ba. Ignore the chords beneath right now because that's just where the text ended up. So there's our implication of 1. Here's our implication of 4. And then here's 5. How about this? We're going to leap upwards nice and high so that it feels interesting. Ooh, let's tonicize the subdominant, which we sometimes see towards the end of pieces. And we're going to want to make sure to bring in that dominant one more time. Ooh, let's change the rhythm up because it's at a cadence. I'm going to go upwards so that we approach a F sharp. And then we're going to trill. Oh, and we're going to have an anticipation. Aren't you excited by that? I know, I am. There we go. And here is a trill. There we go. And we've done it.